Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. Today is our March TBR 2026. Absolutely insane. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be March because, February was so short. I blinked and it was already February like 11th or 15th and here we are. Now it's March, which is insane. So by the time I'm filming this, which is a week before this video is going to come out, I have read absolutely no books. All I've been reading is fan fiction for Heated Rivalry, if I'm gonna be honest. Unfortunately, I read no books. However, I'm trying to push along an arc that I really want to get done for this author, and so we'll see if I actually get that. The book is called Princess of the Moon. I'm enjoying it. It's just, I think I'm just not in the fantasy mood. So I'm kind of like pushing myself to read it, which if you know anything about mood readers, yeah. So anyway, let's get into our March TBR. I really want to put new tabs in this because look how full that is. It's literally not full at all. So I would love to put new tabs in this. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. You could always DM me on Instagram if you're not comfortable commenting on YouTube. I know I do that all the time with people because I don't want to be the first one who comments. Understandable. Let me know if you have any suggestions for this because I'm always up for new tabs. Let's go ahead and get started. As I said, I literally have every book on here waiting for me, and plus I have new Kindle books. I downloaded 4 new Kindle books and they're all romances, so I'm hoping I could get a few on here at least. So let's pick one of these. Let's pick, ooh, I lost it. Ooh, let's pick this one. Dark romance book. I absolutely love dark romance, and this is kind of a broad statement because literally I have this entire row and then half of this row filled with dark romance. So what kind of mood are we thinking? I don't know. Let me see if a dark romance is constituted as one of the Kindle books that I have, because that would be lovely. Okay, so none of those are classified as a dark romance. So we're just gonna pick from here. And I think I kind of want to do Twisted Ink by A.M. McCoy. I recently got this book in my bookish video. It will be coming out in maybe the second week of March. And I got a bunch of new books. And also, I met the author at my work, surprisingly, and she signed it, which is very nice of her. Love that. So I'm really tempted about this book. Let's read the blurb together. Being a romance writer means drawing inspiration from many things, and when I met Dallin, I knew I had the perfect muse. He was everything women read about. Tall, tattooed, and irresistibly delicious. Oh, did I mention successful too? He swept me off my feet and right into his bedroom where he awakened things in me I had only ever written about. He was a bad boy who rode a motorcycle and I was the good girl next door. Yet together we were perfect. Or so I thought. When he invites his childhood best friends, Trey and Parker, to stay with us, I realized right away there is more than meets the eye to their lifelong relationship. Turns out, Dallin wants to share me amongst all 3 of them, but there's more than that because I soon find out they want to share each other too. I love a Why Choose Romance where everyone likes everyone. It's just like a comfort thing for me, I guess, because found family is usually floating along in there with all of that, and I love stories like this. So if there's more, let me know. I know there's millions of Why Chooses out there, but I'm always looking for more. So we have tattoo artists. I'm pretty sure they're all tattoo artists, I believe, and then the main female character is a romance writer. So very, very cool. And I think there's a second book in this interconnected standalone series. It follows the main female character's best friend, I believe. So we'll see if I end up liking the best friend and continue the series. And also here is some character art that I was given, so you can kind of picture who the main characters are if that's something that you're into. Let's put her right there. Okay, Next prompt. Oh, please be something kind of good. This one. Sure. Highest rated on Goodreads. Okay, we already know that it's Project Hail Mary. And I am so sick of that book being on the TBR. I'm doing something different. I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. So, I'm not gonna do it. Project Hail Mary. Or should I just pick a new prompt in general? Because we always get that one. Let's just do a new prompt. Because we always get that one. And I'm sick of it. Okay. This one. End on an even number of pages. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Should we pick a physical book or a Kindle book? I'm gonna see if Kindle, if the book's on there, you know. Okay, let's do, I have Blitzed by R.S. Mackenzie that I really want to read. It ends on 356 pages. We're doing it. We are doing it. I'm doing this book. It's a, let's just read the blurb, why don't we? That would make sense. Xander, kissing my rival shouldn't have felt so good. Finding out my girlfriend has been cheating on me for months makes me do something crazy. Kiss my rival to make her jealous. I wasn't supposed to like kissing Kyrian Slade. He's a psycho who demands things of me, things I shouldn't want. But there's something about Kyrian that draws me in, and now that I'm caught in his web, he won't let go. Kyrian. The number one rule, don't care about people. Caring is a distraction and emotions are messy. And messy is something I hate, which is why I'm confused when the messiest player I've ever met, my rival, kisses me and turns my world on its head. Xander the Wraith is sweet, emotional, and straight. That doesn't stop him from coming back for more, and that doesn't stop me from realizing I'll burn the world down to make him mine. That just sounds amazing. Obviously, rivals, sports, sounds a bit familiar, yes, but that is just the kind of mood I've been in. I literally purchased all of these last night and I said, since I'm going to be making my Much TBR, these need to be on the TBR. So with that being said, Blitzed is going to be our second book for the Much TBR. Now let's go ahead and get the third book. 3 of them just fell. Let's do that again. Let's do this one. Latest book purchased. Well, lucky me, I happen to have purchased 4. Let's go back on Kindle and pick one of these. I think I already know what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Firefly by Emily Sanders. This book is, I heard Larry Reed's. She read this book and she really enjoyed it a lot, and the emotional toll this book has is crazy. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, for the blurb, he was my beginning and my never ending. Ellis. There's a lot I've never told my best friend. The fact that I love him, that I miss him every day he's gone, that sometimes I ache for him with a curiosity that leaves me breathless. Lucky tore into my life as a boy, wild and darling, my opposite in every way. He grew me in, stole my heart without trying. He hears me even though I rarely speak a word. I always knew this place wouldn't be enough for my free-spirited friend. I knew he wasn't mine to keep. So why, when I finally try to get over him, does he sweep back into town? Why is he upset? Why is there tension between us for the first time in years? I never saw a future where Lucky could be mine. But now, unless I want to lose my friend, I might not have a choice but to tell the truth. My heart belongs to him. It has from the start. If only I knew how to hold onto a creature that's meant to fly. Beautiful. So we have childhood best friends. Okay, at the bottom here it says, To Catch a Firefly is a standalone childhood friends to lovers romance told in dual POV. There's epic levels of pining, a neurodivergent MC with selective mutism, 2 friends who always come back to one another, glass hearts and romantic declarations, and a happy ever after beneath the night sky. Cute! That sounds gorgeous. So To Catch a Firefly is also on the TBR. Good, I'm glad. Okay, maybe go for a contemporary romance or fantasy. Although, considering I'm not in the fantasy mood already, I don't know. Let's see, let's do this one. Enemies to lovers trope. Okay, well that is basically every single one of these books. I know for sure that Iced Owl is an enemies to lovers, but I feel like since we already have 2 of my Kindle books on there, I'll stop for now. So let's do one of these. I really want to do Heavenly Bodies, but I did that for the last TBR, so I feel like that's a little crazy. Maybe the Northwind then, or Direbound. Ooh, I don't know. I literally don't know. Ugh, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do... I've been really wanting to read Diabound since it came out and got so much praise, so I want to put this on the TBR. But it's the fact that it's so huge. Why is it so big? And there's not that many pages compared to, like, the size. It's, like, almost 600 pages, but, like, it looks like it could be 800. What is this? But anyway, Diabound by Sybil Sorensen. Oh my gosh. Only the worthy survive the bonding trials. She'll risk her life and her heart to be one of them. Marin Cooper has always hated the bonded, elite warriors who form mental links with the massive, vicious dire wolves they ride. The bonded live in luxury while Marin struggles to keep her family out of poverty. And when her little sister, Sayla, is kidnapped, stolen across the border by the immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting, Marin's world falls apart. Desperate to cross the front and save her sister, Marin enlists in the army and is thrown into a deadly bonding trials where any mistake will cost her her life. Now Marin must survive the months of training at the castle. She is bonded to a feral dire wolf who refuses to communicate. The other trainees would love to spill her common blood, and her cold, beautiful instructor, Stark Theron, is eager to punish any weakness. Everything is a competition, and everyone is out to get her. Everyone except the dangerously handsome Crown Prince, whose attention adds another target to her back. In the castle, every smile hides a knife, and the halls hide dark secrets. It's bonded or bleed, duel or die, failure is ruin. Okay. It kind of sounds like there could be 3 main love interests. The direwolf, although I don't know if that's like a human or technically like a werewolf kind of thing. The instructor, and then the crown prince. So I don't know if I got that wrong, but all I heard is that there's fated mates in this, and that's what got me. This is why I kind of don't mind spoilers. Like, I don't really think listing the tropes are spoilers, because if I wanted fated mates and I didn't know that this was fated mates, then I would not choose this. You know what I mean? Anyway, that is that book. What is that? Prompt 4? Okay, let's do one more of these. Ooh, this one. Book won an award. How the heck am I going to find that? Okay, let's do list of books that won an award. How am I going to find this out is the thing. I fear that all of these are going to be classics, and I don't have classics. So I fear I'm going to choose another prompt, because books that won an award is just way too broad and or way too specific. So I need one that kind of, I don't know. Let's do this one. I sounded so just exhausted there. Okay. Published this year. Okay. So that takes about, so I think that leaves about 1 book on this TBR, or no, well, we're in 2026 now. So this is definitely not going to be one. 24. Oh, wait. It says 24, 26. But that's probably because of the sprayed edges. So I don't know if that's cheating. I'll just not count that, I suppose. What else could have been published this year? Literally nothing. Sweet Venom hasn't even been published this year. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting to have this issue. Let me go on my 26 for 2026 or anticipated releases, because I fear that I don't have any. And now Back to You comes out. Ooh. Okay, but also Hunt the Villain comes out. Starside and Game On comes out literally the last day of March. So I think we're going to hold those 2 off for April's TBR. But I think I want to put And Now Back to You by B.K. Borson on this TBR, because I really enjoyed that book. Let me screenshot this just to make sure that I don't forget. Because knowing me, I will forget. I'm losing my mind. Okay. We're done with the actual book prompt jar, and now let's go. I put all of my actual books that I need to get off of my TBR into this one. However, I have not updated it, so there are gonna be lots of new books that are not in this, so I have to probably go through every single one and make sure I don't have it. So how is this gonna work? I don't really know. I guess I'll just dig for treasure. Okay, let's pick this one. Okay, I think this is like either fiction, mystery, thriller, what have you. Oh my god. Ugh, do I even want that? Not really. Okay, just decided by me, because I'm not really feeling the book jar. I'm going to choose another prompt because this is way more fun and I get more of like a mood reading selection. Yay! Okay, let's pick one of these. Let's do it. Let's choose this one. This one, it's like folded. Oh my god, I'm so sick of getting the same prompt over and over again. I'm choosing a different one. I'm sorry, I know y'all have to be, okay, I'll pick whatever just floated down. But as I was saying, I know y'all have to be sick of seeing the same prompt over and over again, so I'm just doing it. More than one author. Okay, that I can do. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yes, this one has more than one author, and I just got this one too. Just got this in the place that I got the other book on my TBR at my work because the author was there. So we have this one, and I'm thinking that's it. Krista and Becky Ritchie. We could also, this one, is it just one author? Yeah, okay. Okay, I kind of want to go for this one because there's not going to be one contemporary romance on here. That's kind of funny. Okay. Unless I do choose Addicted for now, but I kind of don't want to, so I'm not going to. Spindle of Sin by Candace Robinson and Amber are duo. I met Amber, by the way. Lovely. She was so sweet. And she actually personalized this book for me with my name and her signature. Like, I have to prove it, but oh well. This, let's just read the back because I found this very interesting, and she had a bunch of different books, and I was like, okay, let me limit myself to one. So I chose this one. The blurb reads, "Welcome to the dark world of Grimm, where the villains are as wicked as their desires. A war has always destined to become the Star Knight Prince's bride after her 21st birthday. Now that the day has arrived, she looks forward to a wedded bliss and their first night together as husband and wife. That is, until the savage Dragon King from another court steals Aurora away before the ceremony. Hellbent on revenge, the King of Sin has been making careful plans to ruin the Star Knight Prince. For years, he used lustful dalliances to battle his rage and bide his time. With a war in his possession, the key to his vengeance, he'll use her however he sees fit. But whenever a war is near, the King of Sin wants nothing more than to unlock her inner desires, making her crave his touch and long for pleasure only he can give. No matter the sin, no matter what is to become of her." Cute! Okay, that sounds so fun, and considering this is, let's see how many pages. Okay, barely 300 pages. I am interested to see how a fantasy romance could conclude in that less of a page count. But here we are. I'm very interested. So let's put her on. So let's run through this TBR, why don't we? We have A Spindle of Sin by Candace Robinson and Amber are duo. This is for more than one author. Then we have Direbound by Sable Sorensen. This is enemies to lovers trope. Considering there's 3 options, I think we have more than enough. Then we have a dark romance trope, which is Twisted Ink by A.M. McCoy. Then we have a book published this year, which is And Now Back to You. Then we have Ends on an Even Number of Pages, which is Blitzed. Then we have latest book purchase, which is How to Catch a Firefly. I really feel bad not remembering the authors, but when the book is not in front of me, I can't remember any authors. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!